positioning the blade, looking for the right tapping point. Let's look at the right tapping method. For an old style knife, it has to be placed close to the trunk. But for a hornbill knife, it will not be possible to tap when placed close to the trunk, as the blade part will fall off the edge. The hornbill knife needs to be inclined at about 45 degrees, or the edge has to point upwards. There is a gap between the tree and the blade, where we can look for the right point to tap between them. This facilitates the tapping, which is different from the use of an old style knife, because putting the blade completely close to the trunk makes us lean the neck, thereby feeling stiff. For the hornbill rubber tapping knife, when placed at 45 degrees, we can look at the gap between the blade and the tree. We can tap at an upper position and then simply drag it downwards without having to lean the neck. The tapping methods of the hornbill knife. There are 3 ways of tapping. The first way is tapping at a normal level of about 1 meter. Blade position, place the blade at 45 degrees and just drag it along without lifting the handle. Second way, I'll demonstrate tapping at a low level, lower than 70 centimeters. At this level, about 1 foot or 30 centimeters, we have 2 ways to do it: by dragging and pulling. The third way, to tap at a high level, higher than 1.5 meters, the method is the same as at the normal level, with a standard tapping used at the level of 1 meter. Look, this rubber tree is old and it has thick bark. Most of the old trees have thick bark. We cannot use a normal knife with them. We need to use the batong blade, which is bigger. We can apply the same tapping, the same position of the blade, in the middle. Using the same way of tapping, that is to incline the blade at a 45 degree and then drag it along simply like a general knife. Thickness-fineness comparison of rubber bark as tapped by jaebong knife and hornbill knife. When tapping with an original style knife, the thickness of bark is at about 3 millimeters. With a hornbill knife, the thickness is only 1 millimeter. Imagine if we can train 100 people to tap with the hornbill knife. All of them will be able to tap at a thickness of 1 millimeter, which is impossible with the old style knife. This is the reason the hornbill knife can prolong the tree's life to more than 50 years.